Well, howdy, kids. It's June 18th, the Thursday before a Tuesday City Council meeting, and I'm back on my bullshit.
Hey.
Well, as you might be able to tell, I got my trash can for waste management, and I got the City Council agenda. And I don't know much more about the city contract with waste management than I did before. It's going to be a hot mess for a minute, kids, and first of all, please don't yell at anybody from Waste Management. They didn't cause this. Now, Tuesday night, the 23rd of June, come on down to City Hall at 7:30. You get 3 minutes to express your opinions. And they can't do nothing about it. So where the hell am I going to put all these? Now, we have had a couple of very well-produced and informative videos on how to use one of these recycling cans, and I'm not going to bother you with those details. However, last week I did go up to Vienna and I sat in on their recycling town hall. And let's say I was impressed. Well, the mayor of Vienna didn't even flinch when I showed up. Now, at the last city council meeting, I did bring up a point of the law, and I'll tell you about that. That ordinance that empowers the mayor to enter into emergency contracts has a clause at the end of it. It says that the finance director is supposed to present, or the mayor is supposed to present, this contract to city council, not for their approval, but for their edification. It ain't happened yet. Seems to me they should have done that already, and that we should have a lot more details than we do. I told a couple of the city councilors directly that they're supposed to, well, they're not supposed to have to ask for that. These are the responsibilities of the administration. Now, I also heard some rumors that they'd been delivering trash cans to empty houses. This one's been empty for almost a year now. Not to understate anything, kids, but I'm starting to suspect that this is not going to go all that smooth. Well, let me go ahead and get back inside and read this, see what I can make of it, whether I can figure anything out or not. Well, it looks like there's only going to be one thing on the agenda to vote on. Before City Council meeting, the Finance Committee will approve $15,000 from the fiscal year 27 opioid settlement fund to be given to the River City Runners, specifically their youth diversion program. Now, I don't know the River City Runners or anything about them, but apparently they have a program dedicated to keeping high-risk youth off drugs. The next one is miscellaneous, and it's number 2. And basically, it's a report that they have to receive that the vote passed to keep the buses running. It's the mass transit levy, that tax that we pay to keep public transportation available in our community. Miscellaneous item number 3, appeals of petitioners of certification of insufficiency of referendum petition. This goes back to overturning the waste management contract. They got enough signatures. They were all valid. It was deemed sufficient. However, like I told you before, the city attorney doesn't think that this contract falls under something that can qualify for a referendum. The city attorney's argument is that a contract is an appropriation of funding, and that's not subject to being up to the people. Well, that one's going to have to be settled in court, and I can't really offer you an opinion. But if we can't tell them don't spend this money because we don't want you to, oh dear. I mean, I guess you could say that about anything that the city does, because everything the city does is an appropriation of our tax dollars. Now, I guess somebody might have paid attention, or I bet you they had this planned out already, but miscellaneous item number 4 is the emergency contract. I brought that little issue up on June 9th, and on June 17th, the finance director presented a report to City Council. Funny how that works out. I know it's just coincidence. And the contract, well, that's the last thing on the agenda. And it's a little vague. We're not going to see any increases, decreases, or changes to our billing for solid waste trash side of it, I think. But it's a net 30 contract. That means they come pick up the trash and the city pays them every 30 days. We'll see how this works out because, well, I got a lot of questions. Well, that's all I got for you today, kids. More questions than I got answers. I'm sorry about that. I wish I knew more, and I wish I could do more. But I want you to take care of your neighbors. I want you to take care of yourselves. Take care of your neighbors, especially the elderly ones that may need some help with these extra oversized trash cans. We're a community, and let's look out for each other. I love you, kids. I'll talk to you later. Bye.